cars like this are costly to maintain.
Actually, ma'am, the 4-year maintenance cost for Skoda Rapid is under 30,000 rupees. We give you India's first 4-year warranty, 4-year roadside assistance for all Skoda cars at no extra cost.
So it's easy to maintain, right?
It is, sir.
You never listen. That's what he's been saying. But I'll be driving, right?
Peace of mind comes standard with a Skoda. Skoda, simply clever.
Healthy India बनाएंगे, पतंजलि बिस्किट खाएंगे.
पतंजलि बिस्किट 100% स्वास्थ्य और खुशी, कोलेस्ट्रॉल, ट्रांस फैट और अनहेल्दी मैदा रहित. इंडिया खाएगा हेल्दी, बनेगा हेल्दी.
जैसी चॉइस सबकी मिलेगी चॉइस. मकान या बिल्डिंग ऑफिस सबकी मिलेगी चॉइस. 1 2 3 4 सारे BHK bungalows villas flats हटके. जिसकी जैसी चॉइस सबकी मिलेगी चॉइस.
Years later, you won't remember the meetings, the business trips, the official memos, the late nights. What you'll remember is joy. This festive season, your BMW is easy to buy, easy to own, and has a secure future with the BMW 360 plan. Joy starts now.
Search on to find the bodies of 7 people washed away in floods, 11 dead. The bodies recovered so far. Army, NDRF and local police deputed to aid search operations. Sitaramaya slams Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Twitter. Questions her demeanour towards Kodagu District in charge Minister Sara Mahesh.
Central Minister follows the Minister in charge.
SIT intensifies probe in Gauri Lankesh murder case. Search on for pistol used to kill Gauri Lankesh. Seized pistol sent to FSL in Gujarat. Bumper offer for farmers in Karnataka. Loan to be waived in nationalized banks within 4 years. Clearance letters to be given after first installment is paid. Government hospital in Nelamangala springs a shocker for residents. Hospital infested with mice in all the wards as staff and patients run for dear life. Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nikhil Vasuki. We begin with some big news coming in. Deputy Chief Minister Dr. G. Parmeshwara lashes out at Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Latest in a series of tirades against the Defence Minister. He said, and I quote, Nirmala Sitharaman was elected to Rajya Sabha from state. Should we teach the Defence Minister how to behave? She should have first done the work that she was supposed to do. Nirmala Sitharaman should have taken all the BJP MPs along with her from the state. Was it right for the Defence Minister to lash out at the district in charge minister? These are the questions that were asked by the Deputy Chief Minister. Let's listen in.
18 ಜನ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯ ಎಂಪಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಂಪಿಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾರೂ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಅವರು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಬೇರೆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ ಸೀತಾರಾಮನವರು ಒಬ್ಬ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯುತವಾದಂಥ ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಸಚಿವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರೋರು. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅವರೇ ಲೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಲೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಹತ್ರ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಅವರೇ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ 18 ಜನ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯ ಎಂಪಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಂಪಿಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಮೇಲೆ ರೇಗಾಡಿದರೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ? ಅವರು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಅದು ಅವ್ರು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು.
So that is what Parmeshwara said. He stated that Nirmala Sitharaman should have instead taken the lead, brought out all the BJP MPs from within Karnataka for an assessment of the situation in Kodagu, rather than simply criticizing protocol or differences in opinion about protocol.
ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಹತ್ರ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಅವರೇ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ 18 ಜನ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯ ಎಂಪಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಂಪಿಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ
Now,
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಮಂತ್ರಿ
yesterday,
ಮೇಲೆ ರೇಗಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
Nirmala Sitharaman, during her visit to the district, was to address a press conference. But prior to this, there was some semblance of disorder, semblance of confusion that was being seen, and eventually what appeared to be an argument between Nirmala Sitharaman and the district in charge minister Sara Mahesh. She also went on to say that it was unbelievable that a central minister follows a district in charge minister, a point that has been criticized by those from opposing parties as an arrogant statement, one that shows a high-handed demeanor from the centre. Nirmala Sitharaman criticized both the district in charge minister and the deputy commissioner for veering away from the schedule that was originally provided to her.
ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಅವರು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ರಾಜಕಾರಣ ಬೇರೆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ ಸೀತಾರಾಮನ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯುತವಾದಂತ ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಸಚಿವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ರಾಜ್ಯ
In the midst of all of this, Parmeshwara also spoke about the condition, the state of affairs in the district of Kodagu. Let's listen in.
ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಹತ್ರ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅವರೇ ಏನು ಕೇರಳದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಪರೀತ ಮಳೆಯಿಂದಾಗಿ ಅನಾಹುತಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಜೀವನ ಅಸ್ತವ್ಯಸ್ತವಾಗಿದೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಊಟಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ, ವಸತಿಗಾಗಲಿ, ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಬರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಬಹಳ ತೊಂದರೆಯನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜನಸಮುದಾಯ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅನೇಕ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು, ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕೂಡ ಅನೇಕ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಣ ಮತ್ತು ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಖಾಸಗಿ ಜನಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸು. ಭಾಳ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ವೈಪರೀತ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿದ್ಧಾರ್ಥ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ಕೊಡಗು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆಗೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನಾವು 4 ಟ್ರಕ್ಸ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸನ್ನು ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕೇರಳಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಸುಮಾರು 9 ಟ್ರಕ್ಕು ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಲು. ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅವರು ವೇಣುಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಂತ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಏನೇನೋ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದರೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಅದನ್ನು ಅವರು ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು ನಮಗೆ, ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು. ಅದರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇವತ್ತು 9 ಟ್ರಕ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ನನಗನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅದು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹಕಾರ, ಕೇರಳ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನೇ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪುನರ್ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡೋರಿಂದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹಾಯ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಹಣದ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ BBMPಯಿಂದ 1 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿನ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕೂಡ ಹಣ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರನ್ನು ವಿನಂತಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ BBMP ಅವರು 3 ಕೋಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, BDN ಅವರು 1 ಕೋಟಿ, BWSSP ಅವರು 1 ಕೋಟಿ, BMRDನವರು 1 ಕೋಟಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆಯ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವರು ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 1 ದಿವಸದ ಸಂಬಳ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸುಮಾರು 5,82,00,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಹಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವರು ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
Deputy Chief Minister Parmeshwara also spoke about the possibility of central funding through a request to be made to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Let's listen in.
ಜನಜೀವನ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮನವಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಗೃಹ ಸಚಿವರಿಗೆ ಮನವಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ನಾವು ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಕಷ್ಟದ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇರಳಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು 500 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟವರೆಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈಗಲಾದರೂ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವರದ್ದು ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ.
Now, joining in with the criticism against the central government was former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, who through Twitter lashed out at the centre. He said, and I quote, "I condemn the stepmotherly treatment by the centre in releasing relief funds to Kodagu. We expected the Prime Minister to assess the loss." This is the tweet that we have just seen. "I condemn the stepmotherly treatment by the Prime Minister in releasing relief funds. We expected the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, to assess the loss. Instead, it was delegated to the Defence Minister. The Defence Minister was more interested in dominating our State Minister. This reflects BJP's apathy towards Karnataka." This was the tweet put up by Siddaramaiah, a scathing criticism of the central government, stating that Karnataka was not given the attention that it deserved. And he took to Twitter to slam Narendra Modi, to slam the Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman for her demeanour in the press conference, as well as what was criticised as a lack of overall sight of the place that could have given a lot more credence to the requests for additional funds for rehabilitation, for rebuilding and for repair of infrastructure in the district of Kodagu. Strong words coming there from former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah against both the Prime Minister and the Defence Minister. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Kumaraswamy has written a letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking a fund of 2,000 crore rupees to carry out relief operations in Kodagu and to rebuild what was described as the Kashmir of Karnataka. Chief Minister Kumaraswamy announced his decision to seek funds from the centre after chairing the cabinet meeting. He also said that the Chief Minister's Relief Fund has received an amount of 25.16 crore rupees so far. The Chief Minister also announced that the state government employees have donated 102 crore rupees for the Chief Minister's Flood Relief Fund. So more funds have been sought to the tune of 2,000 crore rupees, considering the extensive damage undergone by the district of Kodagu. Large hill faces that were once resplendent with greenery are now bearing a barren look. An unfortunate consequence of the flooding was the death of several people. Now, the search is on to find the bodies of 7 deceased persons washed away in the floods. Each of these deceased persons come from Tadatmane, Hebbetgeri, Muvatoklu, Hadageri, Udaygiri and Jodupala, and they are yet to be found. Remains of 11 deceased persons have been recovered in Kodagu so far. More than 1,700 people have been rescued by emergency services personnel so far, while Army, NDRF and local police have been deputed to aid in search operations. A gargantuan task ahead for search operation professionals, and considering the sudden change in the terrain and the fact that there are accumulations of mud to the tune of up to 10 feet. This is a dangerous situation that has arisen even for search professionals. The Army, however, is well prepared and has been working in conjunction with the NDRF, the local police as well, and other adventure companies who have the equipment and the wherewithal to conduct search and rescue operations. Now, while the Chief Minister has written a letter to the centre seeking relief funds, Kodagu is slowly limping back to normalcy. But it will take a tremendous amount of time before those who live in Kodagu can rebuild their life around the rubble. People taking shelter at relief camps are leaving their children at the relief camps and visiting their homes, their villages, in order to assess how they can build their life all over again. Now, with Union Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman visiting the state on Friday, people have some new hope, some semblance of relief, and the fact that they can start all over with a new leaf. Now, while the tussle over the 700 crore rupees aid by the United Arab Emirates continues, the United Arab Emirates has sent a large amount of flood relief cargo to Kerala. Flood relief is supported by members of the Indian community as well as various others in the United Arab Emirates, and that includes the government and civil society of the country too. Relief material sent by the United Arab Emirates landed in Thiruvananthapuram today. This is said to be the biggest international relief effort that began after the floods became intense over the last 1 week. Significantly, this relief operation got underway as India declared its preference for domestic resources to deal with the crisis after a reported offer of 700 crore rupees aid from the UAE government to Kerala, an offer the quantum of which was later debunked by Ahmed Al-Banna, the ambassador of the United Arab Emirates to India. Material was sent through a total of 13 aircraft. Relief material included critical goods such as inflatable boats, dry fruits, non-perishable food items, and blankets that will be handed over to the local officials and organizations for further redistribution. The United Arab Emirates has emerged as a major aid giver in recent years and has been noted for sending out relief supplies to disaster-struck areas across Asia and Africa. We'll now slip into a short break. More news and updates are on the other side. Stay with us.
मंजिल है दूर घनी हर राह पे मुश्किल है खड़ी दमादम दम 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 दमदार सुपर कैरी चल मेरे
इसमें है दमदार इंजन, जबरदस्त माइलेज और बेहतरीन हैंडलिंग। मेरा सुपर कैरी, मेरा दमदार यार।
शादी की दुनिया में आशादा डिस्काउंट को लोकप्रिय किया है हमारे पोथीज ने। अब बेंगलुरु में पहली बार पोथीज लेके आया है आशादा डिस्काउंट। फैंसी साड़ीज, कांचीपुरम साड़ीज, चूड़ीदार, किड्स वेयर, मेंस वेयर पर मिलता है 30 to 50% डिस्काउंट। साथ ही 1+1 ऑफर। 3 तरह के क्रेप साड़ी सिर्फ 990 रुपए में, 2 कॉटन कुर्ते सिर्फ 499 रुपए में, ब्रांडेड मेंस वेयर पर 1+1 ऑफर और भी कई सारे ऑफर्स के साथ आशादा डिस्काउंट। आशादा मतलब पोथीज, केजी रोड, गांधीनगर, बेंगलुरु।
Come experience international furniture designs at Indian prices, up to 60% off at Royal Oak. Visit the store or log on to royaloakindia.com.
जैसी choice सबकी मिलेगी choice. मकान या बिल्डिंग ऑफिस सबकी मिलेगी choice. 1, 2, 3, 4 सारे BHK, bungalows, villas, flats, हटके. जिसकी जैसी choice सबकी मिलेगी choice.
Welcome back. Now, the coalition government is said to be standing on shaky ground, and again in the middle of it all is former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. In Hassan on Friday, the former Chief Minister had said that he wished to become the Chief Minister again, and this had sent tongues wagging once again in political circles.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಬಾರದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ವಿರೋಧ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿರೋಧ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಒಂದಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಕಾರಣ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಜಾತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಹಣದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಡೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರುವಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಅದು ಬಹಳ ಅಪಾಯಕಾರಿ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ನನಗೆ ಈ ಸಾರಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಬಾರದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ವಿರೋಧ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿರೋಧ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಒಂದಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಗಬಾರದು ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ನಾನು 5 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಡವರಿಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಜಾತಿ ಬಡವರಿಗೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಜಾತಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಜಾತಿ ಬಡವರು ನಾವು ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಜಾತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವ? ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹಾಲು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಜಾತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವ? ಕೃಷಿ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಜಾತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವ? ಪಶು ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಜಾತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವ? ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಾರಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಜನ ನನಗೆ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಚುನಾವಣೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಪುನಃ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಂದೇ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಕೈ ಕೆಂಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
Now, while D.K. Shivkumar said that there was no chance that the Chief Minister would change and that H.D. Kumaraswamy would remain the Chief Minister for 5 years, when Deputy Chief Minister Parmeshwara was asked for his view, he said that nothing of this sort has come to his notice and claimed ignorance on the issue. Let's listen to what Parmeshwara said.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೇನು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ?
I've got Nizam Fauzdar, Congress spokesperson, on the phone with me. Nizam, there seem to be a bunch of conflicted opinions over here. Firstly, let's talk about what Siddaramaiah said. Still harboring hopes of becoming Chief Minister, it appears. How do you react to this?
In the past, you have seen a lot of great leaders repeating their tenure. And I think definitely Mr. Siddaramaiah is competent to repeat another term. So it's a good aspiration to have, and I think the political canvas of the country should welcome such aspiration.
Quite a contradictory aspiration, isn't it, Nizam? Because he clearly mentioned prior to the polls that he had no interest in moving forward. Or rather, this would be the last election that he would be standing. If he had won comprehensively, perhaps he would have continued as Chief Minister, but that would still be the last election that he would be standing. So is he looking for, is he hinting at a mid-term changeover?
You have to look at this way. In the last 2 or 3 months, he has been traveling around the state. There's a lot of people coming and meeting him. So the people have been telling that, we would like to see you back in the top post. So I think that has triggered the aspiration. And definitely, as a party, we have not taken any stance. And it will come out as and when things firm up.
Would you say, given that the party itself is not taking a stance here, would you say that it is a healthy statement to make out in public and let everyone hear it? Does it not give a semblance of a lack of confidence in the current coalition setup?
No, this statement should not be taken in cognizance to the current government. The current government is functioning very, very well, and you must have seen in the last few days the Chief Minister and the Deputy CM has been working hard to bring the state back at to its laurels. Now the Siddaramaiah statement has nothing to do with the current government. So we are he's talking about the next term. He's talking of the future. He's talking of the future of the aspirations of people that are there in the Karnataka. So we should not couple these two things as a dissent or a conflict of interest.
All right. Well, thank you, Nizam, for bringing in that perspective. So that alternative perspective, perhaps, that rather than a midterm changeover, is Siddaramaiah eyeing polls that would ideally for the government concerned be in the year 2023. Is he looking at that year? Well, perhaps only time will tell. Now, the coalition government in Karnataka is on shaky ground, and now there is additional trouble brewing for the government. Here's what is happening in this report.
No appointment to boards and corporations. It was widely anticipated that the coalition government would announce appointment to various boards and corporations in the state. This was a way to buy peace with many agitated legislators in both the Congress and the JDS. It appears that all this is now history. Look at these documents. Ministers will now head these boards. Well, in a move that could leave many of the Congress and JDS legislators completely stumped, the coalition government has now decided that ministers will be given charge of the various boards and corporations falling under their respective ministries. In all, there are 90 boards and corporations in Karnataka, including one purely for poultry. It was being said that in the first list, the appointments would be made for 30 boards and corporations. It was also said that while 12 of these appointments would be from JDS and the rest would be from Congress. Appointments were put on hold. First, it was the month of Ashada. Local body polls was the second reason. The announcements were put on hold for the above mentioned reasons. But all that has fallen flat with this new development. Clearly, it is not just Rahul Gandhi, but even the JDS leadership who want to ensure that the legislators are kept on a tight leash and they are not allowed to stray. But if the discontent continues to simmer, one can be sure that the BJP will look at trying to poach some of these legislators. Vinay for NEWS9, Bengaluru.
Big news coming in from the city. Man stabbed to death over a petty fight. That's the latest that has just come in. Man stabbed to death over a petty fight. This incident took place at a bar last night in Kadirenahalli. The deceased has been identified as Chandru, 35 years of age. This fight was triggered over a cigarette. The case has been registered at Kumaraswamy Layout Police Station. That's what we've just come to learn. A man named Chandru, 35 years of age, was stabbed to death over a fight that reportedly took place over a cigarette. And a case has been registered at Kumaraswamy Layout Police Station. Now, the Special Investigation Team has intensified its probe into the Gauri Lankesh murder case. Sleuths from the SIT are on the search for a pistol that was perhaps one of those used in the killing of Gauri Lankesh. The anti-terrorism squad sleuths from Maharashtra had seized 16 pistols during a raid. The sleuths from the ATS had also arrested 3 persons, Sudhanla, Sharad and Vaibhav. Out of the 16 pistols seized, 15 were newly acquired. The pistols were reportedly purchased from Sedva and Munger in Maharashtra. The pistols have now been sent to Gujarat's Forensic Sciences Laboratory for further assessment of fingerprints and gunpowder residue, if at all any of them was used, and other ballistics-related investigations. Gauri Lankesh was shot to death nearly a year ago, the date being 5th of September, and there have been several breakthroughs stated by the SIT. Government hospitals are unfortunately known for their poor maintenance and services. As an example to the same, the government Taluk hospital in Nelamangala is marred with the mice menace. Huge rats are seen freely moving around this hospital. Let's just take a look over here. This is a hospital, and right between the door frame is a large rat, almost the size of a bandicoot. This is a hospital where some semblance of hygiene and cleanliness is expected to be maintained, but no, here we have a very large rat moving around freely in a Taluk hospital. Just going to show that adequate measures for pest control, for maintenance of hygiene, for maintenance of cleanliness is not being done. Yet another government hospital facing the heat over such a unhygienic situation. Now, in the 21st century, when everyone is battered by uncertainties, here we have a story of a youngster who, despite all odds, is working towards her dream. We're talking about Maya, a girl from Naxal-affected Sukma's Dornapal area, who has become the first girl from her district to qualify for the MBBS degree. Here's her story.
Maya becomes Sukma's first MBBS student. Dornapal in Sukma district of Chhattisgarh is infamous for Naxal activities. Despite the situation, the youngster's fears did not deter her from pursuing her dream. Meet Maya, who has not only brought a name for her family but also to her district, which is otherwise known only for Naxal activities. Maya had to face a lot, but her persistence has finally borne fruit. She lost her father when she was 10 years old. The family faced a lot of financial trouble, but this did not deter her from pursuing medicine. To get a medical seat, one has to pay in crores, and this girl from a middle-class family dared to dream big and beat all odds and difficulties to make it to her big day when her dream finally came true.
पर मन में था कि मैं MBBS करूं, बचपन से सपना था, तो मैंने कोशिश किया. हाँ, डर भी था. फिर मैंने वो सब छोड़ के बस सिर्फ पढ़ाई में ध्यान दिया और MBBS करने का सपना था.
Her family is proud of her. Her elder sister shared her joy and said that Maya's achievement is a proud moment.
हम लोगों के लिए बहुत गर्व की बात है कि मेरी छोटी बहन माया का सिलेक्शन MBBS की पढ़ाई के लिए हुआ है और इस क्षेत्र के लिए भी बहुत गर्व की बात है.
Maya has qualified for Bachelor of Surgery and has become an inspiration to other girls in the area. A NEWS9 report.
And that's a wrap on this edition of the Bulletin. We leave you with weird news.
Have you ever seen a father being careless with his kid? Well, take a look at this.